Everybody loves goats secretly. The question is why? I mean, who wouldn't want a personal garbage disposal? Goats are a huge part of our health and well-being. They are not only great pets and wonderful 4-H animals, but they also provide milk and cheese for us. Worried that you're fat and overweight? Perfect. Goat cheese has half of the amount of fat than that of cows. People pay big bucks for these products. At some point in everyone's life, they will want to go on a diet, which forces you to cut dairy out of your food choices. Well, you won't have to cut it out now because goat milk and cheese has half the amount of fat as that of cows. Like humans, goats cannot be alone, which is why my family used to have 4, but now we have 3 because one died. Or they'll become depressed if they're alone. On top of all of those wonderful traits, one breed of goats can faint, and there are also miniature goats. When the average American thinks of a goat, they immediately picture a fat pot-bellied goat that eats out of trash cans, when really there are many kinds of goats that contribute to our food chain. Knowing all of these wonderful characteristics of a goat will make you appreciate these super loving, big stomach creatures. It will also give you the ability to care for any animal and not just goats. It is an important life skill to be able to take care of others, whether it be a person, an animal. It just teaches you to be responsible. Today I'll be educating you on how to successfully care for a goat and how to have fun with one too. Oh. Okay, so now I'll be showing you how to properly water and feed the goats. So we have this type of food, ADR Master, and we get it at the Farm and Fleet. And we like this because it has grains in it that helps keep them healthy so they don't get sick. So every morning we give them a bucket full of the food. And I put it in 3 piles. We have 3 goats. And we use this trough because then the food doesn't get wasted and it doesn't get on the snow and all that. Also, we bring out a bucket of water every day. In the summer we put it in there and keep that full because they drink a lot more water in the summer than in the winter, and they usually drink half of that every day between the 3 of them. But in winter we put the water in this blue bucket here because it's heated. That way the water won't freeze, and if we didn't have that it would freeze and they wouldn't be able to have water. Oh. I will now be showing you how to have proper housing and a pen for the goats. So we have this cow hut for our goats that we put a wood doors on for the winter so the wind would stay out because the wind blows right in. And inside of the hut we have straw on the ground, which they poop a lot and pee a lot in the hut in their warm spot, and it would be all liquidy and stuff. So, and also this keeps them really warm. And occasionally we like to clean it out. So what we do when we clean it out is we just shovel all the straw out and put it in bags, take it out, and then put new stuff in, which keeps it fresh and warm for the winter. We also have these high fences around. We have the high fences that keep they're this high because we used to have them short and the goats jumped out and got out all the time. So this prevents them from jumping over, and then it goes deep in the ground so they can't go under either because they're escaping a lot, and that was getting bad because they would go on the road. So now I'll be telling you about common issues or common things that happen to goats. So our goats, we were going to show them in 4-H, but then we ended up not being able to because one of them got mange, which is it's a disease where it's something that happens when they start itching themselves and rubbing on our fences. And it happens from the Sarcoptes. It's an itch mite, and it's a parasite that gets on their skin and then starts in their face and neck area and makes them get super itchy, and then it spreads all around their body and they start to lose hair. So to prevent this, to help it once they do get it, we put this ointment on it. It's for mine are cuts, chapping, and dry skin, so that helps the skin and the hair grow back. And that ointment looks like this. It's just kind of like Balmex. It's white, it's thick. You just take it and rub it on the goats all over wherever the affected area is. Another thing that happens is in the summertime they're warm and a lot of bugs get on them and try sucking their blood and stuff. So we put this Repel X repellent for like gnats, mosquitoes, ticks, and all that, and they can get ticks too. So we spray this on them to prevent that. Also, they get kidney stones a lot, and then that causes you to spend a lot of money and go into take them into the vet, which is hard to catch them in the first place. So we have minerals that they lick, and this helps them stay healthy and not get the kidney stones. You have to catch the goat. Okay, once you catch him, you have to hold him. Then you get on him. Then you sit on him. And then proper knowledge, we can all enjoy the company of the underestimated animal, the goat. Goats will keep you young. To ensure your goat the best lifespan possible and having a happy life, you will need to take these care instructions into mind. This will help your goat be safe, happy, and healthy. It is very important to make sure your goat has the proper living conditions, food, and care, so they will not have the health concerns that could cost you a fortune. Simply taking the extra step to make sure your animals have above average living conditions will save time and money in the long run. It doesn't matter whether you're a goat expert or a city folk. Knowing the basics of caring for others is important. Someday these skills will come in handy, I can assure you of that. Lots of times people have the mindset that they'll never need to know how to take care of an animal when they aren't looking at the big picture. Someday they will need to know how to care for others. The main reason my parents bought us goats was to show us responsibility. We have to wake up every morning to feed them. This shows us a valuable life lesson. Lots of teens these days don't know responsibility and work ethic. They just get everything handed to them. In my family, we have to work for what we want, and I'm thankful my parents raised us like this because we will be more prepared when we get into the real world. This is why I thought it was important to do my speech on goats, because they help me understand responsibility from a young age. Good? Oh.